Hey everybody, thank you once again for tuning in to This Week in Real Estate, and hopefully this will be a little quicker than the last couple that has run a little long. So had a very full week of work and some personal stuff, and with the weather being nice and hot, been doing a lot of stuff outside as well. So let's get right to it. The local market report. So Delaware County's been seeing more kind of movement, if you will, up and down, and active to pending and pending to closed and things like that here recently. So those numbers fluctuate a little bit more. Bigger counties, so you're going to see that probably a little bit. But so right now we're sitting at 145 active listings and 196 pending. And then Randolph County kind of being the same that we've seen for some time now. So we have 30 active listings and 41 pending. So again, we're kind of maintaining those levels across the board. So on to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Past week, work-wise and personal-wise, so I had to have a couple of virtual showings here recently. So from an added area buyer who couldn't get back in time to see a few homes, and that's kind of typical in this market as well. You know, if you can't see those in the first day or two, you know, they're going to be gone. So we were able to show them that via FaceTime, and they got beat out on one offer, and then we just got the other offer accepted last night. So really cool home, really nice home. So that was fun to get that one started for them. Looking through my notes here, had a meeting with kind of like a first-time home buyer, and if you didn't know, I do have like this kind of YouTube series on home buying that I send a lot of first-time home buyers to. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, you know, I understand I'm not the most out there, but it has a ton of information that can be useful, especially when you don't know what you're doing and when you're first starting out trying to purchase a home. So that is available. I kind of did that during COVID when we were not really out and about as much, and so that's where that came from. But these particular ones said, hey, you know what, we feel more comfortable just kind of sitting down, being able to go back and forth with you. So we were able to do that and kind of started them on their home buying journey. So that's always fun to get somebody started out, and hopefully all that comes to fruition when they're ready. So we had a new listing in Parker go active on 5th Street, have had a few showings on that, and that is continuing to show. I think we have 2 or 3 showings today, hopefully get a couple offers from that for that seller. And then on the personal side of things, like I said, with the weather kind of being what it is, it just seems like the fall, especially for, I guess, for our family, you know, school starting and stuff like that, but everything's kind of like really condensed. We're maybe seeing the end of summer, you know, coming, and so I think we run around and try to do everything we can. So that was kind of this week. So we had a church picnic on Sunday, and that was in Winchester, and then we also went to the pool after that, and that was fun. They got me on that climbing wall, and my fingers and my hands still kind of sting from that, but that was fun. And then also took the family down to Brookville and did some kayaking there, and that was I'm trying to think of the weather that day. I mean, it was bright and sunny, but it wasn't like overly oppressively hot, but it was rather warm, and so you'd get out every once in a while. But that was fun. That was one of those like 4-hour trips, basically leisurely trips, and so the kids had fun jumping out and doing all that stuff too. And then we went to the state fair last night, so if I'm just a little bit slower today, voice a little scratchy and just kind of eyes a little droopy, we did get in late last night, so we got there in the afternoon, did, you know, some of the ride things and had supper there, and then went to the For King and Country concert, which was always a good show that they put on, and it was fun. And that's been our 4th or 5th time seeing them and the kids. I believe 2nd time that they remember. I think we took 1 or 2 as little kids, and they don't remember those, but met some friends there, and so that was a great time. And like I said, they put on a heck of a show, so it was really fun. On to the bad. So we had another short appraisal, and this time we were on the buyer side. So we agreed to pay this much. Appraisal came in under that, and so we kind of had to renegotiate with the seller. Unfortunately, whoever side you're on, to take that lower amount. So another bad. So again, with the nice hot weather we're seeing and trying to get some projects done outside, and one was taking down our satellite dish, and it's like a massive, back in the day satellite dish. And so I took the panels down. That was easy enough, and then started to dig around the base, trying to get the base up, and then found a hornet's nest. So that was great. And I thought I was good as I was just watching them, and then I had the bright idea, I wonder if our chickens would eat hornets. So let's go find the chickens. And I walk away. Well, that one hornet found me. So he tagged me, and it hurt. So not good. It's actually bad. So the ugly, nothing business-wise ugly. The only ugly thing was driving through just like a storm burst. I don't know what you call it, yesterday on the way to the state fair. Probably one of the hardest rains I've ever driven through. Luckily, it was fast and furious. It went through. It was done, and then it heated right back up. So it got real hot, real steamy after that. So, okay, on to Cooking Corner with Curtis. Not a whole lot of cooking this week. We've been rather busy, so didn't get in deep into any new or really neat recipes or anything like that. But the state fair always produces some good things, and the kiddos, they went to a breakfast stand, and they both got different varieties of monster pancakes. They're probably that big. And then Rachel stayed a little in her comfort zone, just got that chicken tender basket, if you will. And then I got something called Winter Chicken Dinner, and it was, think about it, it's a waffle bowl that you would normally put ice cream in. Then they layered mac and cheese, then coleslaw, and then popcorn chicken on top of that. It wasn't too bad. I mean, normally you would eat that in a normal meal, if you will. I know there are people out there that do not want their food touching, and this would not be for them. And I would say the only thing to make that better would be some barbecue sauce on top. But it was good. Everybody had a good eating time. And then I'm trying to think of dessert. We went again, it was hot. It was like 90 degrees, so we got some milkshakes and some ice cream. So that was our dessert. And then we didn't get any of the crazy fried stuff. And because of that, I just may make some of that stuff at home and then report back next week. We'll see. So, speaking of next week, coming up, do have a listing here in Farmland. Jeff Riggins was out yesterday taking pictures of that one. So once I get pictures back, that'll go online. I am going to another concert this weekend, so that should be a good time. And then other work stuff. There's some appointments coming up where we're just talking about listing, the very first few conversations about basically the whole process. What is the process? What do we need to do with the home to get it ready? Price points, things like that. So, hey, that's about it. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm glad it's a little bit shorter this week. And as always, if you have any questions, be sure to reach out. I'll be happy to answer those. So until next time, we'll see you.